Come on. Coming. Am I on? Hello, it's your boy Ryan Fowles coming back at you with another live broadcast, and I'm doing a franchise mode with the Chicago Bears, and I'm doing an ultimate franchise team. And if you're new to the broadcast, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media at GamerRyan3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you. Peace. When I said ultimate, I meant ultimate franchise, but yeah, so hopefully it'll be an ultimate team. Hopefully it'll do good for this franchise game that I'm doing right now. Right now I'm doing the training camp. Yeah, right now I'm doing a training thing for the Chicago Bears. I used to up their rep to see if I can build up some XP for my players, see if it affects my franchise or if my players play any better with these XP updates. We'll see how I do in this training camp. Darn it. Oh, I got beat. Great. Damn it. Is there a reason? I get it or don't I get it? Why is my guy so slow? What? Oh no, I'm gonna do it or not. Probably not. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Okay. I'll try it again. Because I'm not doing it right. Cool, you can try as many times as you want, I guess. Damn, bros. Oh my gosh. Oh! Gosh. So hard. It's trying to be ahead of my man. Oh my god. Should think ahead in this one. Fudge! Freaking do it, man. I'm gonna do this. Did he catch it? Probably. It's hard, man. Oh, shit, fucking resets every time. I don't watch it. Oh my gosh, how are you expected to do this? Oh my god. Get the hang of these mini games. catch it. How do you do it? Oh, I just... Oh my gosh, how are you supposed to score that much? So I had to score that much to even place. Wow, that's crazy. We'll just sim these up. We'll just sim these. Oh my gosh, my guy's never fast enough to stop him. What am I supposed to do? This is stupid. Oh, what this fucking thing? I guess I get it right. Just gonna run and leap it. But my guy's never fast enough. What am I supposed to do? Oh my god, I can't do this. Oh well. Oh, screw it. They expect you to be able to complete this crap? So I run towards these. Huh, that's cool. I didn't do it. I don't give a fuck. It's hard. Oh well. I should just sim it. I don't give a shit. It's freaking hard, man. These don't even get petite. These training games can't freaking matter anyways. They probably don't do anything for your freaking up anyways for completing the mini games. Yeah, they probably don't do shit. You guy. He's pretty good.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns. This is the player card. Here you can see, this is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what the...
Whoops, wrong button.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the staff points when you have it to see what some talent trees make you select a path.
It's the first game in the season.
It's week
And I'm
1 of the
playing
NFL,
the Chicago
and the
Bears,
wait
and
is
I'm
over for this rivalry
versing
game.
the
It's the
Green
Packers and
Bay
the Bears,
Packers.
and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Cool. Let's do this thing.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Oh, wow.
So here the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers. And Green Bay's
What are you doing?
to be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. So it's a tough test for the Packers' new starting quarterback, Jordan Love. 2 road games to begin the year. Today here in Chicago, next week in Atlanta. But he's one of the rare first-rounders that got to sit and watch for a little bit. So how do you think that'll serve him going forward?
Well, you sit there and absorb game
No
plans
way.
this time. You watch how people prepare. You see how teams respond to being up, down, all those things. Now he gets to step into that role and be the leader of this team. All the things he's dreamed of and imagined, now he gets to put into practice.
Working out of the gun. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 59 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback's single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Foreman.
Come on, guys. Block for me.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Son of a gun.
First down, Packers.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week. Here's a diving catch right side. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Jones. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Love now. Touchdown.
Would you come freaking do your job?
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now, here's Trenton Gill now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
Let's go. The zone is broken.
Love from the gun. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And the
come on, man.
Consistent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down.
Why can we not
And he
freaking
still
run
has
with the
yet to get on
football?
track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Fields. And
Son of a bitch.
Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he bats it
Catch the
away.
ball.
First down, incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Foreman powering ahead, and he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And a nice gain of 21
catching the
yards.
ball.
The Packers cast a wide net last draft season to find starting receivers, and they believe they found something in Dobbs, a 4th rounder. 42 catches, over 400 yards his rookie year. Those are numbers he can build off of.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I don't know why it chose the Bears. It's really
Out of the
choosing someone
shotgun, it's
different.
Love. Pass incomplete.
Of course,
Flag in the
a
backfield.
flag.
This might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, Love. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of more.
And got his man complete.
Good dot.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
Now a give to Foreman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll run again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
How you doing? Welcome to the broadcast.
Foreman is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass
Also follow my social media, GamerRyan3587 on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you.
Favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Finally.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Of course.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down.
Oh my gosh, come on, play defense.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort from the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Oh, wow.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for
What
it.
guys just... Oh my God.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
Why can my guys not break a tackle?
And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Fields.
What's the matter? We lost anyway.
Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Again, it's Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Love going to give this one to Jones.
Why does he not tackle him?
And that should be the one that finishes the script. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Couldn't get it done.
And they will take a knee
Almost
here.
catching the ball.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one.
Almost
And his kick
catching
is
the ball.
good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Dang it! Bears are frustrating to play with. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using these guys again. This franchise. I'm not playing this team. Seems crappy. We can use a good team. That suck. Stupid bunt Bears. That was a mistake. I'm going to use an overtime team. The Eagles.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Smith. That's Smith. Thanks for sticking around. You're great. You're great. Jeez, what's it called? You're a great, person, by the way. And you're still here, so you might as well hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That's cool.
Welcome to Weekly. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent.
Whoops.
Set up practice reps for each position. This is your team profile. Choose focus players each week who will earn extra.
Great. This one again. I hate this one. Oh, never mind. Oh, this one. Oh, I think that's how they go. Oh no. This one again. I hate this one. Unbelievable. How does he catch that? Oh my god, I suck. Can we not? Screw it. Hate that one. This one's pretty easy. It's pretty easy.
This is the player card. This is the development trait. Here are a player's motivations. This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful. This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate. Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find staff points when you have to see what effect each some talent trees make you select a path to follow to do.
New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On the counter, this is Akers. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well, this one, CD, an interesting one to start the season in the NFC West. A lot of people think that this is the 49ers division to lose, but you caution not so fast.
Remember Seattle 2022? A playoff team, and the Rams, they took a dip, but renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of optimism, and 14 picks used in the NFL draft. The Rams think they can be back a lot quicker.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. That one, a first down pickup.
Caught that.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got
Can't
between
even get
his
a
ears.
run on.
And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
There we go.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back to Walker on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson, and it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his tight end fan. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. To the air again, Smith. And his pass incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Geno down a throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Stafford. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick here is good. Now the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this with the Cup complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Stafford. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Stafford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Back to throw, Stafford. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms here going over the middle. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up the Seahawks first down as he's up to the 43. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a increase here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Walker with another carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Lockett. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step. He's taken off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come. And some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now it's Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
2nd and 10.
Smith throwing again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Draymond Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So now Stafford and the Rams down 10-6, 33 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Oh no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. This ball intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end this broadcast. And I end it with the W. Okay. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you. Peace.